Yo, we back at it again on this beautiful Sunday. We finna get ready and talk about some digital assets and the future. We are the future. Crypto news, conspiracy for the people. Now I say this strongly because I like to believe that I'm somewhat of a conspiracy theorist. That's just me. And I'm okay with that, right? Because I have so much fun talking about these topics. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do like to talk about things that a lot of other people don't talk about. So let's go ahead and dive into this video. Right off the bat, they want us to feel fear. They want us to be scared of everything that's happening in the world today, which I'm going to be talking about on products, shortages, and empty store shelves loom with failing shipments from China. Okay? I believe that these are all tactics to make us fear, to make us start spending more and more money, to be greedy on a lot of these things. Who's to say that they're not saying this stuff is a food shortage and they want us to spend the money? How else would you become poor? By keep spending money on things that will not bring you value back in the future. Now, we're talking about digital assets, specifically Dogelon, Mars, and a lot of other cryptocurrency that you all believe in. Okay? I always state in my videos that the next biggest news on here is going to be a hyper pump, without a doubt. I asked Microsoft Bing, will we put animals on Mars? Right? They state that they will put smaller animals on Mars. But experts have different opinions on what animals will actually go to Mars. Right? And let's talk about it. What is Dogelon Mars? It's a dog. What is Dogecoin? A dog. So symbolically, what they like to do in our face is put things right in front of us. These are dogs that we're talking about. Digital dogs, digital assets that will be worth something in the future. Just like gold. Most people didn't believe that gold will be worth anything in the future until they had it. Imagine hitting a mine and you find thousands of things of gold. Same thing with digital assets, Dogelon Mars. Plans for the weekend including terraforming, fixing a rocket, boosters, and catching sunsets somewhere in the galaxy. They've been talking about this stuff for the longest. They are stating in the universe somewhere they would detect alien life forms, aka Martians, that they like to talk about a lot. Right now, currently, we are leading ourselves into a cyborg era. And we are in part of this, and we are watching this, and most people will not believe that this will actually be a thing when it's already here and right in front of us. We're talking about Neuralink, cybernetic, arms and limbs being replaced, cybernetic. This leads me into the Methuselah Foundation, where they talked about how they wanted to extend human life. It's quite possible that the Methuselah Foundation extended human life. Remember, they said that he didn't get super old. He was only 365 years old in symbolic days. Okay? And that's exactly what's going to happen with cyborgs. It may actually enhance human life. This is for a fact. Right? Let's go over here. I looked up Grok, right? AI. This leads me to Elon Musk and the Dogelon Mars movement. I checked it out. Grok AI is literally an assistant, right, with the maximum truth that it can give possible, which they will be taking to space. But here's the thing about this. We're using its brain. Same thing with Google. So where do we think that these robots are getting this information from while they're becoming smart? Because I believe that Grok AI is put inside these robotics to become smarter over time. These not in people's households just yet. This thing right here, the first one, looked like Wally. Let's be real. Wally was basically already here. Now they got an iRobot. Right? They've been showing us this whole time how advanced they are actually getting right now in real time. Now what I did was I saved a bar right here because I knew I would forget what I had downloaded. Let me see if I can pull up the download. Yeah, I got the download right here. I screenshotted what I wanted to talk about because I knew Grok was going to do that to me. And what I screenshotted, I'll show you here in just a second because it probably won't pull it up on y'all end. It was consciousness transfer and digital immortality, right? And they're stating that with these digital entities, brains are transferred into the bionetic bodies and surviving physical death. And what we just talked about, robotics, and that will be this transfer. You'll be able to transfer to the robotics, but most likely they're going to be using it for where? Mars, right? Dogecoin is the best thing you can hold right now, but it's a dog. Crypto. Same thing goes with Dogelon Mars, and like I said, with the dark web, we've already accessed it. They're giving us all the information. There is places that we are not allowed to go that is off limits. But right now, they're literally giving us all the information that is needed to be successful in this crypto market right now. They're not pushing off these digital assets for you not to buy it. There's enough room for a lot of people to grow, and a lot of people will miss out on opportunities while allowing the richer people or the middle class people to continue to gain digital assets right now in real time. And eventually what will happen is most people will miss out on this opportunity of Dogelon Mars, because most people are looking into so many different projects, not ever believing in the one true project that's right in front of them, that Doge and Elon and Mars will go to Mars without a doubt. It's right there in the name. It's right there on crypto.com. It's right here on the news. There will be a hyper pump, because every single time that we seen this news, it always did a pump. Okay. I've never been so sure of a cryptocurrency than Dogelon Mars. Okay. I'm a proud holder. I'm not going anywhere when it comes to holding digital assets. I can't go anywhere. I'm literally locked in. Okay. In this planet, we're not going to stop at this planet. There's multiple planets that we're going to inhabit. It's crazy to say that when JFK talked about going to the moon, people didn't believe it. Still don't believe it. I always stated that if you believe in religion, most people that believe in religion will not believe that we will go to space. They think that we're going to stay here on Earth. They believe in a certain state of mind. Science, I believe it goes beyond. That's just me when I talk about science, because I feel like if you can think it and you can believe it, then it's quite possible that you can do it. Because without a thought, okay, if a thought comes to your mind, it's quite possible, because nothing that comes to your mind is impossible. Okay, because the thought wouldn't even be there if it was impossible. So will Dogelon Mars eat 3 zeros? In my personal opinion, I think that it can, in due time and over time, just like Bitcoin, right? We got to sit there, watch our investments. We know what's happening in real time. We know about the food shortages. The food shortage has been there for years, for days. Food shortage, I've always seen some stuff missing out of the counters. They already bringing the stuff in. They probably got tons of shipments in. They're talking it over with China. They're slowing food products down for Americans. Maybe Americans is overfed. It was a saying that they were overfed. So for them to control this matter, they're going to state that this is what's going on. Because remember, this is just blogs. This is just entertainment, right? This whole thing is just entertainment. Like I said, it's entertainment purposes only, right? I'm stating that if we came from, I'm going to be real, because a lot of people say, oh, we didn't come from monkeys. We didn't come from Homo sapiens. That's what they said when he came from Homo sapiens, but Homo sapiens is like a monkey. If we came from a monkey, from coins to trade animals, what makes y'all think that we're not going to go beyond digital assets, and digital assets are not going to go further? We're going to be using it in our minds, our eyes, our arms. This is facts, because human beings have to evolve. There's somebody behind the face of Dogelon Mars stating terraforming another planet. Do we think that they're crazy? No, we don't think that they're crazy. We believe them. Right? Why else would they say this? Whether they doing through a metaverse or not. We have proof from the president himself stating that we are going to Mars. From the president himself. What more information do we need? Right? You say, oh, the president don't say nothing. Oh, everybody lying, this and that. I get everybody lying. But you would not have a phone if they kept lying. See what I'm saying? We have phones, computers, Augmented reality, the metaverse, real things. We have lights in a light bulb, not from fire. You don't have to light a fire anymore. You can use propane, gas. We are way beyond far advanced than we ever was in our entire lives. And we're sitting up here acting like a hyper pump for the future. I don't know what time. I don't know how historical it's going to be. But one day we're going to wake up and it's going to be massive and yet scary if you did not get in, just like Bitcoin. I graduated. By the time I graduated, it was already going up. And then 2 years after that, I seen digital assets. Now imagine if I got out of school, I was thinking about crypto, I would have gotten into crypto, I would have been a millionaire by now. So what's going to happen in this next phase of it all, right? Bitcoin, $200,000. Oh my God, Ethereum at $20,000, $30,000. Because Ethereum is it's going to be something up that's next. Either XRP, Ethereum, one of them is going to be behind Bitcoin. Something got to push those numbers. Well, we gonna miss all the opportunities? Not me. I'm in it for the long run. This is not financial advice. I'm a big holder of Dogelon Mars. Super excited for the future in digital assets. I will continue to update on the channel regardless if people like it or not. I'm so happy with the progress that Dogelon Mars has did, and I will continue to keep investing. I ain't Lieutenant God, bring y'all the latest content and crypto news out there and conspiracies crossed in between. I hope that y'all all enjoy me and all have a great rest of y'all day and keep being great investors. And